Hi guys, and welcome back to The Rachel Show. Today I want to talk about a subject that I find very interesting, and it's one that I hear a lot in entrepreneurial groups, and that's the debate as to whether or not you're building a business or a hobby. And I'm really curious to know what you think. So as you watch through this, let me know in the comments. Do you consider what you're building to be a business or a hobby? And how do you define the difference between the two? So early on in my entrepreneurial career, 3 years ago, there was a discussion in a group that I belonged to, and it was all about the difference between a business and a hobby. And somebody said they felt that if you were making less than $1,000 a month, then you were building a hobby. You were not building a business. You were not interesting enough. You were not engaged enough. You were not successful enough, basically. If you were under $1,000 a month, it wasn't a business. No matter what you wanted it to do, it didn't really matter. And you should just kind of accept that it was a hobby. And I remember seeing that, and it made me mad because I wasn't making $1,000 a month yet. But my business was new, and I knew I was working hard to build that business. And I didn't like somebody telling me that it wasn't a business, it was a hobby, because it didn't make a certain amount of money. And I didn't say anything, I didn't comment, but I kept it in the back of my mind. And it impacts me because when I work with students and clients, I want them to feel that success even in the early days, because I know how hard it is to believe in yourself and how hard it is to start building a business and grow it when you're questioning, can I do this? And most people question, can I do this? That's normal. Most people get a little scared. That's why we struggle with imposter syndrome, and people struggle with not having enough belief in themselves, and all the different things that we know happen on that entrepreneurial journey. So to me, I don't think that a dollar amount defines whether or not you're doing a business or building a hobby. To me, it's your approach, and it's how you look at it and how you plan your time and you plan your day and how you treat it. So in my book, I define a hobby as something you do for entertainment and enjoyment, and you do it for fun. And maybe you make a little bit of money at it, but you're not being deliberate in all your actions. You're doing it because it brings you joy, or it's something that you've always enjoyed doing, you always have loved, and now you want to see, can I do a little something more? The way I look at it, when you're building a business, you are strategic with what you're doing. You are learning, you're researching, and you're not just learning how to hone your particular craft like you are with a hobby, because it's possible when you're doing a hobby, you're researching, but it's generally techniques associated with the hobby itself rather than business management. You're probably not looking up how to build a website, how to set up your business finances, what kind of content you need on your website. All sorts of links in the notes for you in case you need help with any of those. If you need to know what kind of content to put on your website, watch this video. That's what it's all about. But you're taking a very different approach because you know that this is your business and this is what you want to do long term, and you need to make money at it because maybe you're building it as a side hustle, and so you really want to do it and grow it so that you can quit your 9-to-5. Maybe you got furloughed due to the pandemic, and maybe you don't want to go back to the corporate world. Maybe you're looking at the fact that there may not be childcare or school consistently available for 6 months or a year. I mean, we've already been at home for 5 months. Maybe you're looking at it and thinking, I need more flexibility, I need more freedom, I need to be able to set my own schedule. Next week I've got a video coming on setting your own schedule and why that makes such a difference, especially when you're a mom with young children. So are you building a business or a hobby? What do you think? Tell me, are you being very strategic? Are you putting together a business plan? Are you creating products and services and doing pricing research and building a website? Or are you just having fun with it? And it's kind of something fun to do on the side. And if you make a little money, great. If you don't, you're not real worried about it. How do you define the difference between a business and a hobby? I'm really curious. I'd love to know. All right, guys, that's it for today. Make sure if you have not already subscribed that you subscribe. Even better, like the video, leave me a little comment. A little bit of love never hurts in the algorithm, as you guys all know. So, help me out. I would appreciate it. And then hit that little bell, sign up for notifications so that you know when the new videos come each week, because I'm here, I want to help you, I want to see you succeed, and whether you're looking to build a business or a hobby, I want your dream to happen. And if you're looking to build a business, then I want to help you with that, because that's what I teach, is how to build a business. If you have not yet downloaded the Business Builder's Guide, please request your copy of that. It's going to help you figure out how to transition, how to build a business that you're going to love, that's going to work for you and your family. And there's a lot of focus on online businesses, because the way the world is right now, brick and mortar is probably not going to happen as easily for a while. So there's more focus on the online options so that you can find that freedom and that flexibility that you need, that income that you want, and yet still work and still do what you love. All right, guys, have a great day. I'll see you soon.